And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and 1249 G41 Nas, if you prefer. This is going to be a long live stream, because we're going to go about collecting all the collectibles that are in Minas Morgul, Sirathungol, and Nirn. And we're going to try and do the burial mounts as well. Right here. And the other location as well. So grab your snacks, grab your everything, because we're going to get down to it. Get out of my way. Yeah, I'm recording this just after I finished recording the last episode, so yeah.
I walked across the plains and deserts, the stones of Gorgoroth, the fields of Nirn. I left pieces of myself behind. I no longer needed them. Others, I lost. This is how I changed. You cannot become something new without leaving parts of yourself behind.
Whether fate will reveal the truth of Shelob and Mordor's future, find them to unlock the Cluster Spy skill upgrade.
Not the masks she wears. Remember this, Talion.
Each city in Gondor administers its own justice in all but the most important cases. And in my lifetime, we've always handled legal matters in Minas Ithil. When I was a girl, I recall my father being much occupied with mercantile disputes and other legal affairs. Then the orcs came, and matters of justice yielded to matters of survival.
You can find Gondorian artifacts looted from the Great Hall of Minas Ithil throughout Mordor. Find them all to unlock the Prospector skill upgrade.
The gavel. Always seemed an odd symbol for justice.
What is justice, if not a hammer to beat down the proud nail?
Something just moved!
This issue is a blight on Mordor. The Witch King will begin.
Here I come!
Gondor has faced the Witch King before, and he's had a vendetta against Minas Ithil ever since. This coin depicts the victor, Eomer, last king of Gondor. Generations ago, Eomer led an army that routed the Witch King and sent his army fleeing to Angmar. But our victory turned hollow when our king grew prideful. The Witch King challenged Eomer to single combat, and Eomer rode eastward from Minas Tirith, never to be seen again. It takes a nation to defeat such evil, not just one man.
Eomer, he who fought the Witch King.
Twice, because he did not finish the task the first time.
The orcs are obsessed with rings, more so than coins or jewelry of equal value. They snatch them from prisoners immediately, and what happens to these rings is anyone's guess. We rarely find orcs actually wearing them.
A fine ring, but I gather it's an ordinary one.
Ha! Scarcely worth the same name as the ring we created.
Meat.
Fine. All the Ethereal ingredients are returned to restore the poem. Restoring will unlock the ethereal door and grant legendary treasure.
Form.
The red arrow is one of Gondor's most treasured symbols, though few know just what it symbolizes. When our need is dire, we can present the arrow to the men of Rohan, and they are bound by ancient pact to ride to our aid. We should have used it in the early days of the siege, but the orcs encircled us so quickly, and Rohan is too far away.
I wonder whether Rohan would honor this arrow if they saw it.
Difficult to say. Men have short memories, and shorter still in a crisis.
Vicious these days. I like it. It's just making war. I've seen it! Here to make war.
Doer.
Stay back! You won't have my head like that! It's a ranger!
Father always said, a proper war banner has two roles, to direct and to inspire. In the chaos of battle, he'd say, you won't march wrong if you keep your flag in sight. Now the orcs have cast down our banners, but Gondor's flag still inspires, even if I see it only in my mind's eye. So long as one Gondorian lives, the white tree still stands tall.
The flag of our people. Long may it fly.
Concern yourself more with the towers it's flying from.
out if you see the Done it! You big dog!
Gondorian folktales abound with drakes, lesser versions of the great dragons who supposedly slumber under the earth. Yet here in Mordor, I've seen them with my own eyes, though from a safe distance, and they are nothing like the storybooks say. They are lethal hunters of the air, rapacious and cruel, apt to torment their prey before eating it. This scale, taken from a drake carcass we found in a ground cave, gives some sense of their size, and how strong they must be to carry such weight aloft.
Scale of a drake or a full-fledged dragon?
Certainly a drake. Dragons take better care of their scales. Amarthad.
On him! Eyes down, slave. Name to them.
We Gondorians called Minas home, but we cannot claim to have built it. That honor belongs to exiles from the fabled realm of Numenor beyond the sundering seas. Wondrous architects, they fashioned this city of marble to reflect the moonlight and glow with an inner warmth. But the city's beauty and light drew the ire of the Witch King, who has long sought revenge on Gondor.
The Númenóreans' knack for towers rivals the elves.
What do you think taught them? They were but precocious students.
That ranger's back!
I lived in the light for many years, naked to the sun. But it is not to be my fate. Like my mother before me, I devour the light. It feeds a hunger that is insatiable. But I came from darkness, and I shall always return to it. The caves will be my home.
Like her mother Ungoliant, Shelob is a dangerous ally.
And yet, she is a powerful one.
Lift those legs, you clubs! Days wasted!
I wonder if the elves have mundane objects as we do, for even their common containers and vessels seem uncommonly fine. This artifact was once part of a table setting given as a gift centuries ago. The other parts were broken when one of Mordor's many ground tremors knocked them off a shelf. How I wish my predecessors had saved the broken shards. That's a puzzle I'd like to reassemble. Elven things deserve to last.
What sort of feasts do the elves have?
Stately affairs, not as raucous as orcs or men.
Winning the fight.
Wraith.
I know you're close. Don't you move!
They come to me seeking knowledge, but instead they find death. They ask of their fate, for themselves, for those they love. I gave mercy to those I devoured, and I damned others with vision. The web of fate drives men to madness. They will walk all its threads to find their meaning, only to discover there is no escape.
It seems that she damns us with vision.
And what of the Palantir? We will take a great risk in using it.
In the Great Hall of Minas, we didn't just safeguard the treasures of our past. We kept our present there as well. An archive of all our official correspondence with the capital. I used to file away missives from Minas Tirith after my father had read them. This was a weekly task at first, but as our surroundings grew more dangerous, scrolls like this one became more rare. I wonder whether there were promises of aid that the orcs intercepted. Plans for relief that we never saw.
The workings of government reduced to parchment.
Minas didn't need parchment. It needed reinforcements.
When Eonar didn't return from his confrontation with the Witch King, word of his fall spread like wildfire across Gondor. The Witch King's forces were regrouping, rapidly seizing lands once under Eonar's rule. Some regions fell so quickly that letters sent by the first ruling steward of Gondor, Mardil, never reached their destinations. For generations we stored the unread letters here, destined to remain forever sealed. We know those lost Gondorians will never claim their letters, but we keep them to honor their memory. I wonder what will become of the last few letters I sent on my father's behalf.
You are not tempted to read the letters?
No need. I know the heart of my people, so I know what they say.
This pipe is purported to be the creation of hobbits, a sort of halfling that lives beyond our reckoning in the north. I wonder at the strange notion of full-grown adults who scarcely reach my waist in height. But after what I've seen in Mordor, a hobbit would be a welcome sort of strange. Though I don't think a hobbit would last long in Mordor.
Now all I need is some pipeweed.
Which you won't find for leagues in any direction. Ring guard.
This door is locked by a Donin scribe. Find the missing Donin scattered throughout the region. Return with them with the ancient poem. Restore the ancient poem and the relic within. Restoring the poem. Use the recovery to Donin to restore the poem. Reading the inscription will open the door and reveal its hidden relics. Give me just one moment. Okay, that's not it. What does cadence mean anyway? 1 second. Okay, where the fuck is Google? Oh, that's not it. Cadence. Modulating or inflection of the voice. the shadows. The land of Mordor where the shadows lie, we bear our banners aloft, boots like drums. Our wrath quick, our countenance dire. Hold on, let's try wrath. Hang. There we go.
In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie, we bear our banners aloft, boots like drums, our cadence quick, our countenance dire. For who in this dark, dream-haunted land dares resist the righteous flame of wrath and doom themselves to despair and death?
Crew tank that is level 40 or higher. Gain 2 wrath when hit. 29% less damage from range attacks. And the set bonus is gain wrath 50% faster, but wrath each lasts half as long. Yada yada. Okay. That doesn't sound that good. Terror is an enemy. 21% chance. I don't know. Let's upgrade to Talion's level right fast. Six, 31. Hold it. Go back. There we go. Up to my level. Up to my my weapons a little bit. It's 28 minutes, so let me just. I think, yeah, you know what? I could actually turn this to a full episode. Let me just do this real fast. Yeah. Want that? Alright, yes. I do believe that concludes Miss Morgul, except for the yeah, there's 3 Sheetov's memory here. Sirith Ungol and Nirn. There's artifacts in Nirn and Sirith Ungol. But yeah, I think I'm going to conclude this episode here. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I knew I was going to say it's going to be a live stream, but you know what? I can just squeeze these episodes into a single day, if necessary. I want to actually do these on a separate time. These missions right here. Then maybe I'll make a live stream of me going online Vendetta or something. I'm not sure. Let me just fast travel over here and then I'll conclude the episode. Because there's... Look at all this shit that I have to collect. And the burrow is just over here. So I guess I can always go like boom, 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 boom. Or counterclockwise, maybe. Or clockwise, whichever one counts. I think, yeah, no, clockwise. Clockwise sounds good. Anyway, till next time, everyone. Bye-bye!